I'm not really much of a sticker person. I'm more of a functional planner. So I have a lot of explaining to do, I guess, for having a sticker book and then having some stickers here to show you. Sorry, this is almost like a little update on my stack in the middle of my haul video. I hope you don't mind. I also think this is going to work because if you stuck around to the end right now, you get to hear a little secret, I guess. All right, let's talk about what I picked up during planner lunch. But first, if you're new, hey, my name is Lauren, and on my channel, I like to talk about how I use planners and journals to keep my mind calm. I also have a tiny Planner Kate sticker order that I will show you at the end because I think I'm going to go back to using some stickers and I'll explain why. This was a gift with purchase. It's just a little notepad and it feels like the same paper as the Erin Condren planner paper. We were able to pick between this design or the Legacy, which is the new colorful. This is cute. It's like bigger than, hold on, let me take a Post-it. It's like a Post-it and a little bit more. I wish they sold stuff like in this size. That's cute. My lighting today is not the best. It's very cloudy outside. But I picked these up, the mini snap-in bookmarks. These have been redesigned from years past. Last year they didn't even have these. And I really like how wide these are. And let me take the little like rubber cement out. I really like how they adjusted these little snaps. So now you can put them in the planner in like a better spot. I guess that's more like for what you need. Let's see. I got the sticker book too. We'll look at that in a minute. This cover you were able to personalize. So I just had it say, take care of yourself. I don't know what color this is. I feel like it was mist. I think I might not be correct. Cute. So the planner comes with this stencil snap-in, but I barely ever use this because I'm not really a stencil person. I usually take this off and keep it in the pocket in the back in case, but most of the time I don't even use it. So this, and it came with, my planner came with this. The other side has a coupon, so I can't flip it over, but it came with the pen, dual tip in black. I'll show you that in a minute. And then it has they should be postcards. They did that last year too. And I haven't even sent the ones I got last year. So personally for me, I wouldn't stick this on the very, like this top one. I wouldn't stick it on the first coil. I would stick it on the second one. Because the second one makes it stick out just enough. If I stick it on the very top one, it'll stick out more. So it just really depends on what you want to do. And I like how this just feels so much easier, better to grab. I felt like the old ones when I would use those, and I loved those, of course, because they're super thin and they can hold your spot easily. This sticks out a lot more. So it's not too bad, but it just depends on what you would want. I wouldn't mind it sticking out just a little bit. I don't necessarily need it to stick out all the way. Oh, I got one of those little things for my cover. Yeah, I wouldn't, I don't necessarily need it to stick out, but I like that you can also use it the other way now. You can flip it this way. And this one you would have to absolutely start it on the top one. Or do you have to? Actually, you don't really have to, but if you don't stick it on the top one, you're not going to see it stick out. So that's cool. But you, if you stick it on the top one, it'll be kind of flush with the paper. I know some people will put this on the bottom and you can stick it out so it can go on the bottom. If I'm remembering correctly, the other ones used to say Erin Condren on the back, not just have like a logo. And that made it to where if you did use it the back way, like the word Erin Condren would be upside down and it was obvious that you were using it upside down. And that bothered me. So I never would use it this way. I always used it like this on the top. So they've kind of solved that problem with this. So these are cute. This one looks like it has a rose gold with the pink background. And then these two have a gold. They all have the same design. It's just different color backgrounds. That's cute. And then the back should be a different color too. Yeah, that's the blue. And then the yellow. Very light. Very, very light. This order, by the way, has been sitting on my nightstand for a week. I resisted temptation to open it so that I could do this on camera and kind of have almost like a genuine first reaction situation. Okay, sticker book. I don't think I have purchased a sticker book from Erin Condren in a long time. I'm trying to think. I think like maybe the first year that I found them, which would have been in 2021, I purchased one at some point maybe that year. It would have been the design that layers, and it would have been a colorful sticker book. I feel like that's the one I grabbed. I ended up not really using the stickers in there much. I did use a little bit, but I didn't use too many. And I think from that experience, I was like, I don't think I'm going to get the stickers anymore. I found my style and realized I'm not really much of a sticker person. I'm more of a functional planner. So I have a lot of explaining to do, I guess, for having a sticker book and then having some stickers here to show you. So let me show you what they did, the changes they made to the sticker book. I hope my lighting is okay because it is really getting cloudy. Okay, things look brighter on camera. So this is cute. It's like the same almost color, but it's definitely the same print. These are wider stripes than this. I actually would have preferred this to be the wider stripe than these narrower stripes on here. I like how wide these are. So this year, the toile, which is the floral design, has 12 unique colors, one for each month. In the past couple years, it's only been like 6 colors that have rotated twice. And the sticker book is organized by the color. So there's 12 sheets and each of them have the exact same stickers, just in the different colors to match the tab. And it looks like, let me see. It looks like this probably is for January. Let me skip ahead. This is so cute. You see, I got the vertical layout. This pattern, I honestly am not crazy about. This feels grandma-esque to me. I don't know if that's just me. So that's why I didn't get the cover that has this. Although, like, having it in person and looking at the individual little bouquets, I guess you can call them, those are cute. I just like the whole thing together. This feels like it would be a really cool accent wallpaper, but not in my house. Absolutely not in my house. It's too busy for me. I don't like busy. This says grow slow, grow steady, bloom true. I like that. Okay. January. I'm skipping to January because, yeah, I'm correct. So these stickers, it starts with January. These tab pages, by the way, are super cute. And I really wish that I looked at them more often. I rarely ever do whenever I get a planner that has like a design on it. Because last year I got one that was minimal dashboard during launch. I had jumped into that early because I got an 18-month. Used that from May of 2025 until, wait, was it May of 2025? Now I'm getting confused. I know I started a new planner, my academic planner, in January of 26. So yeah, it would have been May of 2025. So May 2025 until December of 2025, that whole span, I used that minimal dashboard, which the minimal is the version that doesn't have color and the tabs are gray, which is very depressing, honestly. But I have an issue with, I don't want too much color in my page. And then the fonts matter a lot to me. This year with the floral, they don't have like a different font, and I'll show you in a little bit. So that's kind of why I leaned toward this one. But this year in this, they put little scenes of like planning related stuff. So it's going to be so cute to like look through all of that. And I haven't even looked through this planner in its entirety, but I wanted to show you the stickers on here so you can see how it matches. So as you can see, the tabs are a darker version than what's on this page. And that's true for all the months. And then if I go to the actual spread for the week, it's an ombre. Is it an ombre? This lighting is horrible for me. Hang on, let's see. Maybe I should turn on my light. I know that ends up causing a glare, but I needed to see. Yeah, there is like an ombre. It is a little bit darker on the top, and then it gets a little bit lighter and a little bit lighter. And this box right here is definitely shaded a little bit, but in this month, it's barely noticeable. I'm sure in other months it'll look different. I'll make sure to flip through all of them in case you haven't seen. Okay, I had to turn the light back off because that glare is annoying. The stickers. So let's see. My idea with the stickers in the sticker book is to use them on the dashboard page, which I really shouldn't be calling it a dashboard page. It's like a productivity page, I think is what Erin Condren officially wants us to call it, because that's confusing because they have a dashboard layout planner. The dashboard page, and I was going to use it for the pages in the front. So you can't really tell, but I can see from here that these 3 strips of washi have a curve. These 3 are straight cut. And I believe these 3 would be perfect for, you can use 2 of them here to cover and give more color and design on this page, since they've kind of done away with that. This is already like a little bit shaded in the purple, and a very light purple, but you can put this here, and then on you'll have an extra strip, which I think, let's see, I think right here, I think this extra strip, yeah, because these are curved as well, these would fit here. Will it? It'll probably cover this line that they have, which all of these lines are like a blue tint, faint blue. Wait a second, let me think. So I'm planning to use these pages as like pre-planning pages. So it would be July. I might do July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. And so it's like, here's 1 quarter like that. And I could use these strips Actually, looking at the cut lines, it probably, I don't know. July, August, September, October, November, December. So then January would go over here. Can I even get this out? I can see the cut line right here on the bottom. There it is. Okay, yeah, it's a lot skinnier than what it looks like on the paper. Let's see if that's gonna fit in that box, or is it gonna cover? It's perfect, you guys. It covers the line. Perfect. So that's gonna be my plan, is I'm gonna use one of these for each of the months to coordinate and put these. So I'm assuming that's how Erin Condren designed it. They didn't tell us nothing. I am an affiliate. I'll leave my links in the description if you ever want to shop and use my affiliate link. It doesn't save you anything or cost you any more money. It's just, if you want to support me, you can go ahead and use it. I did buy all this with my own money. Erin Condren did not pick me to send product to review. So I had to place an order on launch day like everybody else. And yeah, I haven't seen anybody talk about this at all. I kind of noticed from watching some of the videos where people flipped through the book, and I was like looking at them and thinking, I think that's probably what it's for. I didn't see anybody talk about it. So that's an idea for you in case you're kind of not sure about the sticker book. I know a lot of people want more design in their planner and are not too thrilled about how over the years Erin Condren has scaled back on the design. But with like that kind of thing, you could add to it. And then these boxes I feel like are more for the month view. So that was my other thing, was in the month. Well, that's not a month. I gotta go this way. In the month view, they gave you these. I think this will fit. It looks like it'll fit in the box. Yeah, this probably won't fit in a box. It'll probably fit more in the sidebar. Same thing with this one in the sidebar. You've got these circles. They are scalloped. I was making sure the cut lines were actually including the scallop. This one, these are scalloped too, actually. It's hard to tell, but they are, and they are cut like a little scallop. So these are cute, tiny little boxes. You could probably use these really cute inside here to like call something out as well. These are supposed to go in a corner. So you could put this like, it'll go like that. So I'm planning on using these like in the month and on the dashboard pages. I could even probably use one of these washies to cover up. Is this an actual washi or is this sticker paper? So this was a sticker paper. This, I wonder if this is actual washi, but it has a foil on it, so it's probably not a washi. I don't think any of these are washi. They did come out with a washi fan. You see, I told you I didn't look at any of this stuff ahead of time. They do have a washi fan, and I did get a washi fan last year with the, what was the design called last year? I'm usually really good about that. I don't know. My brain's not working right now. Okay. And I barely used that washi fan, so I decided not to do the washi fan this year. I think my biggest complaint about the washi fan is that the longest washi strips are not designed for a 7x9 planner. So you couldn't even do a washi strip that goes all the way across a page. You would have to use it in other ways, which I would use them in my monthly pages. And I found out too that I couldn't write on the washi while it was already like on my planner. Let me show you this like next to it so you can kind of see how it does match. And so that's February. These are cute. Anyway, what was I saying? The washi stuff. I would use it on this page. And what I would have to do is write. I learned the hard way that don't put the washi here and then write on it. And I would have to write on it with a permanent marker. The permanent marker would bleed through the washi and get onto the actual page. So if I needed to change plants and rip the sticker off, sorry, I have like a tickle in my throat. It would leave a mark. There was a mark left behind, and I was like, what the heck? That's not good. So if you're going to use the washi, write on it first in the fan before you stick it on your page. Anyway, so there's the pink on here for February. And then March is like another pink, almost like a purple pink. It looks very similar in color to the first one, but I guess the first one's definitely more purple. This one's more pink. I like how they took away the shaded sidebar here for the floral print. And you see what I mean about how the fonts are the same as the other planners. It's like a classic OG font for Erin Condren. Very minimal. I like that. I can read it. The scripty, cutesy fonts that's really why I didn't get that last year, because on the main page for their planner, which I didn't get the vertical, I got the dashboard. Just like I said, the dashboard on this side had all the different days, and across the top it would say the week, and it would be in a scripty font, and I was like, I can't do that. I can barely see it. And then it was in a very light tone, so that made it even worse. I need to see. So I like this. It almost feels like it's bigger, and I like how big these are. I can see them. Okay, what else? Let's see. March, April. April is like a orangish color. So those are going to look cute there. And then those washi strips, I could put them here. Instead of having like just a strip of color, it'll have a strip of some flowers. And maybe it'll actually make me want to use this page. I always have a hard time with this page, coming up with an idea for what to use that one for. Let's see. May is like a peach. I'm trying to be careful with this book because I don't want these pages to pop out. Is this like a peach? It's kind of, yeah, it's like it's almost like a gray peach. It's a very, very light. It's classy. It's almost like a gray, honestly. This probably might be my least favorite colors. And that's unfortunate because my birthday month is in May. All right. Oh, today's May 1st, isn't it? May 1st, guys. I can't believe it's in May. Like, my kids only have a couple more weeks of school left. And then it is summer. This one's a happier color. I like this one for June. It being like a yellowy. It's almost like mustard-like. Yeah. It definitely looks very yellow on the week. Let's go to one that actually has the full. Yeah. I need to make sure I flip through all the pages in here and make sure I have no pages missing. That's definitely something that you should absolutely do. And this would be July. They also gave me like July. The planner is supposed to be just 12 months, but they've been adding July in here the last couple years. So here's start back from the beginning. So July, I like this green. This a nice green. I don't know if this is an exact. I guess so. It's cute. Cute, cute. Okay, so after I'm done with showing you these stickers, let me turn to this. Ugh, this is almost like a muddy green color. I don't like it so much on the week. This color for July. That's a bummer. Maybe this is my least favorite color, and this is the way this planner gonna start. Maybe it's just the lighting is making it worse. I'm definitely gonna have to make these pages happy. Thank God I got stickers. I'll show you the stickers in a little bit and explain a little bit about my plan for those stickers because those are different. Did I switch it? No, I didn't. Ooh, I like this green better. Hopefully I'll like that green better on the week pages too. I like how these tab colors remind me of the Bold Blooms design that they had, not this past year, but the year before that. Okay, this color I like better inside. This green is a better green than the July inside the pages. The other one looked kind of pukey. That's okay. I'll survive. September. Blue. I almost got the markers. They have the markers that match the set. So there's like a 12 pack of the markers that match this toile design and then for the colorful. I almost got the markers, but then I was like, Lauren, you never really used the markers. But lately I've been using dual tip markers for a daily to-do list, and I've really been liking it. And then now that I've seen some videos of people swatching the actual markers, I think I actually am gonna get it in my next order because they are actually colors that are legible to the eye that you can actually see, and none of them are ones that would be like, why would I write with that, you know? Like, I'm not going to be using markers to color or switch. I would be using them in a functional way to write. That's a pretty blue. I feel like this, hold on. Did I forget to switch? No, this is definitely October, November, December. Okay. Because this one and this one almost felt the same. Oh no, that's definitely not the same. September is more like minty. This one's very similar to the cover. Yeah. That's going to look really nice. switch October and then November. That's cute. Cute. I don't see myself using these on the weeks. Although I might, because these could go on a sidebar too. If I end up not using it, I could always do it on a week. All right, almost done. Let's see, December, and then I will talk about my Planner Kate order and my plans. This is a nice purple. I feel it feels wintry. Okay, yep, that's it. The plan here, let me show you. Oh, I think I already took out my coupon, so I can. So this is one of the postcards. Aw, thinking of you, that's cute. One of the postcards is in the Legacy colorful design, and then one in the Toile. This is cute. I really like this line art drawing style this year that they went for. And the dual tip marker is a bolder tip on one side. And let me show you. That's the bolder tip. And then the other side is like a finer tip. Okay. So the bolder side is good for like a header, like writing in like a space like this. Then the other tip for just writing Planner Kate stickers. I ordered these during a Warehouse Wednesday. So they were on sale, these prints, and then I stacked it with a code from an affiliate, Kristen Kramer, and was able to get an extra like 20% off of the order. So that's usually what I do. I don't usually like paying full price for stickers because they are pretty pricey. She always gives, I used to be an affiliate for Planner Kate, but it was a very short period of time, and then I don't think she's opened it back up to have more affiliates. If she has, I don't know. I did stop kind of planning using stickers. She always sends samples. These are cute. What is this one supposed to be? It looks like a little fire. And there's two of them. So it looks like one, two. Actually, you get 3 sets of icons that repeat. So there's, what is it? 12 icons? Wait a minute. No. 16 icons. Wait a minute. There's no repeat. This last row is different. I really want to know what this is, guys. Someone tell me what this is. This is like a Wi-Fi. I'm not sure what that is. I need to know what this one is for. I wonder what she hasn't labeled as on her site. But these are really tiny. These are cute. And then some of these scripty, these are skinny. I want to say these are like a skinny size. Okay, so I got I basically found like two prints that I liked, and then I got a bunch of them in each. So I definitely have enough for like multiple weeks of using it. And then I also got this one to label the holidays on my months. I love this font. This is cute. Makes it easier for me to see because the way Erin Condren has their holidays are really tiny, which I appreciate because some of these I don't follow because I'm not Jewish, so none of the Jewish holidays apply to me. I always white them out, and I want the other holidays that do apply to stand out a little bit more, and this makes it pop so I can see it. So that's that one, and this is the first time I get this one. Usually I get her sheet that's like really tiny, that's meant for not even the A5 planners. They're meant for almost like a Hobonichi cousin. They're like very, very narrow and they're really small. But this year I wanted to get these instead. Okay, two very different ones. So some date headers. These are flags. This is the one that's like the most bold out of all the ones that she has because it's like the letters are a black bold font and I need to see. I want to be able to see. So I got the washi strip one. This is kit 817. These are adorable. This one I got for a monthly. So I probably won't use this in this planner. I'll probably use it in my current planner right now. This one's cute because I'll probably use this in May. Maybe I already set up May. I'll use that one in June for my my June month. It'll be the last one in my academic that I use. This one is a Hobonichi cousin, but I got this one for the boxes because they are small enough. You can see, hold on, move out the way. You can see how wide this is compared to that. So it's not going to fill up the whole box, but it will still fit within the column. This one is a journaling kit. And I think these will fit within. Yeah, it's a little bit more like taking up the entire width. These. And then the same thing with that one. But it'll be within it. Those are cute. This one, I really like this print. And I got this one. So my idea is, obviously with the exception of this one, because this one's for a month, I want to combine my weekly planning with some memory keeping. That's going to be the first time I've ever tried to do this. Normally, I do not journal in a planner because my thought process is if I journal in this in some way, shape, or form, I'm going to have to keep this. And it's a big book. And like, I don't want to have to keep a big book. But lately, I've been finding that I don't need a lot of planning space on the week. And since I've been doing daily journaling in my Sterling ink, it's like a pocket-sized daily planner. A lot of what I've been writing in there is memory keeping, not really journaling feelings. And at some point, I think in the very beginning of April, I had declared that I would not try and journal feelings in my little daily planner because I was finding that it was tricky for me. This is almost like a little update on my stack in the middle of my haul video. I hope you don't mind. But trust me, it's related to this because it explains why I'm shifting to wanting to do the memory keeping in here. Is some of what I'm rewriting in the daily planner is tied to what happened in the day in terms of like what events took place. And so I'm almost rewriting the same thing, but in more of like a sentence. And it feels silly in a way. It's like, why don't I just make this be the record keeper, memory keeper? I know a lot of people do this. And part of the reason why I never tried to do this before is because I think my brain couldn't figure out a way that it would work. And I think I might have figured out a way that I could make it work. I need my planner to work for me in the week. So I can't have it cluttered up with a bunch of stickers and a bunch of like stuff that's in my mind going to get in my way of actually figuring out what's happening. So my thought process is what I'm going to do is I'm going to minimally set it up in terms of like the structure so that I can know when I'm going into my week that like this is like how I'm laying it out to where I'm allotting this amount of space for me to actually do the planning. And then this is the amount of space that's going to be there to do the journaling, the memory keeping or whatever. And that's going to be like an after the fact. And some of the decorating might happen after the fact. So it's not like I'm going to splash the whole page with all the stuff in the beginning of the week. I feel like it's going to be either, the only way I'm going to be able to make it work is if I do it like set it up in terms of if I'm going to be covering up the dates and using date headers, then obviously that's what I mean by setting it up. But every day kind of assess and like, okay, for that day, what do I want to acknowledge as like a memory that I want to keep in here, and then use the stuff that's in the kit to help me do that. Anyway, that looks kind of cute. I'm not going to force myself to use stickers unless I really want to. So I don't have plans for this to be like every single week is going to be a kit and using stickers and it's going to look fancy. I was trying to figure out a word, but that's my thought process. And in addition to that, I don't plan on repurchasing a daily planner to be used for the purpose of daily journaling when we get to 2027. I might not even journal very much in my daily planner that I have now once July starts, because I'm going to start doing this in July in this planner. And so it might end up being redundant and actually might end up turning to where I might actually put feelings in that journal because I'm already doing memory keeping here, if that makes sense. I still would probably keep like really, really deep, like long form feelings in my long form journal is what I call it, which is just an A5 notebook right now from Erin Condren. So that's the long way of saying what my plan is and why there's stickers and what my journaling is going to be like. Let me finish showing you this one. I didn't show you this kit. This one is kit 802. It's definitely different than this one. It's a little bit more bright than this one. This one's more muted. It's like a purple mauve-y color. Let me move this over. And I definitely, like I said, I made sure that I got enough that I could use the kit like multiple weeks. Like this is the exact same sheet, just twice. Another one of those journaling ones. This one is meant for a daily duo, but I was intrigued by this sheet because it does have like the months, not the months, the days of the week, and a little flag that I could use if I wanted to at the top. But then it also had this strip of washi that I like. that goes with this kit. And then these could all be used to label things like happening. And this would be definitely enough for multiple weeks, because there's no way in heck that I would use all of these in 1 week on a page to like plan out a week. At most, there'd probably be like one a day. And most of the time, there's not that many things going on. And then some more washi strips. And then I got 2 of these, which might have been an error on my part, but it's fine. This almost feels like wintry. I don't know what time of year this kit came out, but I'm not really a seasonal person anyway. Although there were some that I seen on the site that were so cute that were obviously seasonal, and it's like, oh, I would have to save this for a week in that month, and that would mean I'd have to like remember. Now I understand why people who use stickers like a lot, they have like a binder and then they plan in advance what sheets they're going to use when, which you kind of have to do, especially if you have kits like that are specific to a season or to a holiday. There was one that was like really cute Easter eggs that I seen. It wasn't the same time that I was shopping for this order. It was like the next week, but I did not purchase. I refrained from getting any more because I want to see how this goes and how long this lasts me, and if I even like using stickers in this type of journaling, memory keeping type format. I've always been a journaler who just wrote. I didn't add stickers or ephemera or anything like that in my journal. It was just pen and paper. That's it. Every so often, if you look at my journals from like my high school, well, not you, if I look back at my journals from high school, my ink color will change and it will have been written in like a pink gel pen, which was very random, very, very rare that it would happen, but that's like the most different that would be with just the ink color. So that's my haul and my explanation, because I feel like I had to explain myself, because I have always been like the type of person who functionally plans. And even the videos that you see me do, like plan with me's, and I used stickers to set those up, it was always functional planning. It was never memory keeping included. So I don't know. I'm toying around with the idea of doing a type of like plan with me where it's set it up and then every day check in, similar to what Taylor from Tattooed Teacher Plans used to do. She doesn't post videos anymore on her channel, but she used to do that. And it was kind of, she almost was like my inspiration for this, because I know at one point she was doing 2 things. She was having one planner that was memory keeping, one planner that was her actual plans, and then she at some point was like, you know what, I need to mesh the 2. And I rewatched some videos of her meshing the 2, and I really liked how she did it in a way where it wasn't overwhelming, and she filled it in like thoroughly when like the week was basically over, because then you're not really looking at it anymore in terms of checking in to see what are my plans. I also think this is going to work because if you stuck around to the end right now, you get to hear a little secret, I guess. I do plan on going back to a daily duo in July. I did not purchase one during launch, so I will be purchasing. It is in my cart. I am currently waiting for them to drop the academic planners in a few weeks so that I can place that order at the same time that I place my daughter's academic planner order. She always gets the softbound A5. I have no idea what they're going to do. I am an affiliate, but they haven't told us nothing yet about academic, so I don't have dates. I mean, I know when they're supposed to take it off the website, but I can't say that. And I kind of have an idea of when they're probably going to launch the academic planners, but I don't know. And I don't know if they're changing it I don't know what the design's going to look like. I don't know nothing. I know squat. But I do know I want to go back to having a daily duo, and in the A5 size, having a daily planner. I don't know. It's been rough, I guess, the last year without it. That's what I did. I did the last year. I think this year was the only year that I took off from using the daily duo. And I really want to go back into having a daily planner. I feel like even though I don't use necessarily every single day, I am more likely to sit down and write down a daily to-do list if I have a daily planner, is what I have learned about myself in this last year of not having a daily dated planner. And it's not so much that I want to be more productive. It's just I feel like I'm more organized in knowing what has to happen if I am sitting down every day and writing stuff down. Also, it eliminates me having to look at my weekly planner multiple times or having my weekly planner out and open, because usually I just keep my daily planner open to the page and I can see that, which is, like I said, why I think doing this type of like memory keeping and weekly planning in one could work, because I'm adding in a daily duo. I think if I wasn't also adding in a daily duo, this might get annoying. I don't know. It's definitely going to take some time to get used to, but I'm up for the challenge and trying this out. I've never done it, and we'll just have to see what happens. We will have to see. I didn't show you the full freaking planner. I just realized I didn't show you all the pages in the back and all that, but I'm sure you've probably seen other reviews of this by now. This was mainly just for me to show you what I got and what my plans are for using the planner. If you're new and you aren't subscribed and you want to stick around and see how this unfolds over the next year, well, I shouldn't say year, because I could give up on this planner in December or January, but I've been really good about sticking with a planner for at least 6 months or longer before I hop ship. So stick around if you want to see that. Subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up so that YouTube knows to show it to other people. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.